G'day, it's Mark and welcome back to the channel. And this episode 14, in our restoration of the 1969 Ford XL convertible with a 429 big block V8 and the 4-speed factory floor shift manual. We go to Ray's and continue the work on the engine bay, cleaning that up, also the inner wheel arches, and also do some work on the engine itself. And plus, I guess we'll need to order a few more parts. Still a long way to go, but we're certainly making progress. Ray's doing a fantastic job. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we're heading off to Ray's. It's a bit of a hike, but not too far. And looking forward to getting stuck into some more work on the XLGT. I try and get at least one day a week where, there's a lot of family commitments and things, just to spend a bit of time with Ray to really make some good progress on the car. I know a few people have said it's a huge project, which of course it is. We're not kidding ourselves, but it's a bit like when you say, how do you eat an elephant? You eat it one piece at a time, and not that I've ever eaten an elephant before, but I think it's just about making some progress, a little bit along the way, like they say, without getting too philosophical about it. I think it's just about making progress, doing something as regularly as possible. And I think that's where a lot of restorations suffer, is people just sort of let them sit for a long time. And I get why that can happen, but I think as long as you can make some progress, just do something. Doesn't matter if you're cleaning something, taking something apart, stripping a piece, just do something to make progress towards your objective. And I think that just keeps the motivation going. As you know, I've got a few projects going at once. I think that variety is the spice of life. But as long as you're making progress on all of them, I think it's fine. It keeps it interesting, at least for me anyway. But I'm looking forward to getting some more work done today. I might just do a quick shout out on a couple of videos, or a few videos I've done on my auto history channel, or in the auto history series on the same channel as this one. The NC Fairlane, if you haven't watched that, please check that one out. The NF Fairlane, that's also another video that's been released. The VY Commodore, that one certainly, a lot of people are saying they like the VY better than the VX, but the VX has had about 3 times the views of the VY, so I don't know, what does that say? If you're a VY fan, well, watch the video and get your mates to watch it as well. So the other one that surprised me is the CL Valiant and Charger. That most of the Valiant ones episodes do really well. I'm just surprised that hasn't had as many views as what I would have expected. I think the CL was a really good update on what was a pretty old design. Again, if you haven't watched that episode, check it out. Anyway, let's head to Ray's. G'day, Ray.
G'day again.
How are you?
Going good today.
Another joyful day of fixing the XL, the Galaxy.
Yeah, well, part of the day anyway.
That's right, you've got other jobs to do.
Yeah, so you can play with it.
From last time I was here, what have you been up to?
Well, after exhausting all the parts in the rest of the world, we got all this stuff locally. So the uni's in.
This is from American Auto Parts, wasn't it? That's where we got them, pretty sure.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so shout out to them.
Correct front uni.
Yep.
That I'm not sure where you got that from, but that's the correct seal now.
Yep.
Which has got that retaining edge, which is really good.
I think I got that from America. I got that.
No, I reckon you got it local.
Oh, did I? That one? Okay. So I can't remember all this stuff now, but that's the right one.
It's going to work like a beauty. And as you say, having the retaining ring, because that's a bit meshed on the transmission, that'll give it a much better seat.
Yeah, good. Excellent.
So that's good. The engine mount's correct.
Are they? It is?
Yep.
That's good.
Also, the...
Some people were saying that they were surprised that the uni was a different size from the front to the back. Is that?
Yeah, it's a little bit odd.
It is a bit odd, is it?
Yeah, normally they'd put...
The same?
They'd be the same as each other. And
okay.
You use just a different saddle mount.
Right.
For the 9-inch diff.
Yeah.
But
these ones are different.
Yeah, so we had three choices, and that was the fourth one.
Yeah.
Which was correct.
Yeah, well, I'm glad.
So that's right, that's right.
Yep.
And, I put these in the other day too, but stabiliser valve, which is,
Oh, yeah, so they're correct.
they're going to be right.
Oh, excellent. So they were the ones we also got from American Auto Parts, weren't they?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
So they had them and everybody else was supplying
Isn't it
them.
funny? We went to America to get parts which were wrong, and then we got them here.
Yeah, down the road. So comes with a bracket.
Maybe next time we need something, we'll try them first, and then we'll go
Think
from
that'd be
there.
Smart, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So that bracket is straight, but it'll adapt to the shape of the
Yeah.
frame.
Yeah.
So that'll be good.
All right.
Happy with that.
Terrific. And then you've also done some work on the engine, is that
I'll
right?
show you.
Okay.
Got those here, the front on it, the
Yep.
alternators on, test fit to make sure the belts are correct.
Yeah, they're all right, the belts?
Yep, they're going to be good. Same with the power steering pump.
Yep.
That's good. Fans on. So it's when I put the flywheel and clutch on, it's ready to go back in the
Right. It
car.
looks quite professionally painted, that fan.
Yeah, the blue bits look better than the black. But so the belts are going to be correct.
Yep.
That can stay on now. The
Yep.
alternator I'll probably have to take off to fit the wires and put it back on.
Okay, yeah.
I'll play that by ear.
And I want to paint up the engine. I don't know if we'll get time today. We'll see how we go, but as you know.
The other thing, we've got two brand new power steering hoses that are the same as each other,
Right,
but they're both incorrect.
right.
So maybe we should go local again.
Yeah, we'll do that.
With this,
Because we can at least tell them what length we've got, which is wrong, and then what we do need.
I'll just nick around here, you stay there.
Yep. Bit jammed in today. Got this old Nissan Patrol in here and a few other bits and pieces. Okay. Got a Mazda 6 battery tray. Plastic, which I'll be fitting. At least it won't rust.
Okay, I'll just swap your sides here.
Yep.
This is the old one,
Right.
which has got to go that position and over to the box.
Yes.
So this is what's been supplied.
Right.
Initially deciding I thought it'd be okay, but once it's test fitted,
Yes.
that's not going to work because it won't have the retainer. It's going to be out here.
Right.
And then also, if I twist it up to there, it's going to be in front of the spark plugs.
Yep.
So the options are get the correct thing
Yeah.
or get NZ or Protect to make up the hose.
Do you have contacts for that, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
We talked about that, so that's got to be up there for...
What would that cost to have it made, do you think?
They're not real cheap, but that one hose, and it needs two,
Yeah.
wouldn't surprise me if it was $200
Each or?
each.
Right, wow.
But we'll
See if we can just
see
get
if
them
we've
off
got
the
it.
shelf.
It's got to be that shape.
All right.
And then finish up there, and then the low pressure one
Yeah.
comes up. Like so.
Right.
So
Okay.
I can use this end we talked about once before,
Yes.
and put just by length of hose and
Yeah.
form it up here.
Yeah, because it's low pressure.
Yep. And then
You can't use the one that was wrong in any way, can you?
no, because it's different fittings.
Right.
So
Okay.
that's a high pressure hose. That's got to go down here.
Can you use the hose off that one, or you can't
No,
really?
just right. I see it's been cooked from the manifold.
No, I meant from the new one though.
No, I don't think it'd be long enough.
Right.
No, it's too short.
Okay.
So buying the hose is no big deal. That's easy.
Yeah.
And I can adapt it to this end down
Yeah.
here. I think.
Yeah.
Once again, I won't know till we get in the car.
All right.
If that's not expensive.
So we might just ask about both of them today.
Yep, high and low pressure hose.
Okay.
And you need these specific shapes.
Yeah.
So that one goes there.
Yep.
That one goes up there so you can access the spark plugs.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that one will fit on, but it's going to be...
Yeah.
it's just
Interfere.
long. Finish up getting cooked.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So, and
No
for
worries.
some reason, there's two of these, the same as each other.
Yeah. We wouldn't have ordered the same. We would have ordered the.
I think there's different numbers on them, but not necessarily.
But it's the
part
same
numbers.
hose. All right.
But they are identical.
Right. I wonder what they're for then.
Don't know.
Theoretically, they're
They
meant to be
were
for a
supposed to be for this,
Galaxy.
weren't they?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so that's the issue.
Well, hopefully I can use them on another car.
Hopefully, yeah, because you've got two now in stock.
Yeah, carry my own parts now. All right. We'll get back into this. Tidied it up last time, but I want to do some more work on it. And then you can see this is where the battery tray was. It's pretty bad, so I want to fix all that up as well. And then if I get time, well then after that I need to get under it so I can actually get all this crap off here. Ray's already got rid of some of it, which is good. And I want to get rid of the rest of it. And then if I have time, I'll do the, I'll paint the engine. So I'm just sanding this back, smoothing it out a bit better. I'm going to high fill it like I've done here. And I'm going to fix all this area as well. So still a fair bit to go, but you know, making progress. So I've high filled the areas that were a bit of an eyesore on both sides. Let that dry and then I'll paint that. I'm going to work on the battery tray area now. Stopping for a bit of a lunch break, so yeah, it's coming along pretty well. Letting the put some rust treatment on some of the panels and we'll let that set. And then when I get back from lunch, I'll start filling some of the areas that need attention and also repainting those wheel arches. Then I want to get the car up on a hoist and I'll get under it where all that sound deadening's stuck in there. Okay, so I've redone this, which I think looks a lot better. It's still drying, so it'll be a satin black when it's finished. Also redone this side as well. Took the relay off and took this clip off. And then I've repaired all this as well, where it was corroded. So that's it's going to have a battery tray put on top of it, which is a Mazda 6 battery tray, which is plastic, but it'll be fine. That'll just goes that way. It'll just sit in there, so that'll be fine. Won't rust being plastic. And at the end of the day, it's not going to a 100-point judging competition, so I think it's fine. So that's good. Haven't really had time to do the other things I wanted to do today, which was the underneath the well, I guess rust proofing or whatever it was. I need to get all that off still. So this took quite a bit of time today, but pretty well all day. So I think I was overly ambitious, as usual, to try and get more done. But I'm happy that's done now. It's done to the level that I'm pleased with. And especially fixing up all that rust around the battery tray underneath that, that's good. So the next two things, I think I'm going to just do one job at next visit and then another job the visit after. And this is what I need to do. Okay, I want to get in and get rid of all this rubbish on the front. I don't think that should be too terrible, but I brought everything to do that with my heat gun and everything, but just run out of time. And then the other job I want to do is paint up the engine. Yeah, the sump and certain parts have been done, but paint it up here and the top and so on, intake manifold. Just get that to the point where it's looking good. The air cleaner, everything's already been done from before, so yeah, anyway, that's next. So now I think we're going to go and just search for a couple of parts. So I'm looking at rear lower control arms for the 69XL. I noticed these guys list an adjustable one here. The factory ones aren't adjustable, but it shows an engine capacity application of only 5 litres, 302. So I'm not sure if that would be suitable for my car. The other option is just to try and get myself another set of rear lower control arms. Don't know if anyone knows where I could potentially get some of those. The bushes are completely flogged out of my car, and I think just for Ray to remove them, he's worried that the control arms are going to be damaged in the process because the bolts are all corroded and there's no access. So be interested if anyone's got any ideas. All right, so I guess we haven't had much luck trying to order some parts, have we, Ray?
No joy today, no.
No, so I guess rear lower control arms. I've sent a note off to that company that's got the adjustable ones. I'd rather just really stick with the original factory arms.
Stick it wires unless there's no other option.
Yeah, I mean, so rear lower control arms for the 69XL GT, which I assume they're the same arms as what's on a normal Galaxy anyway. I don't think it changes depending on the engine or anything like that, or the transmission. So we need that. Some 4 rear exhaust hangers. We're chasing those. What else?
The bolts for the control arms.
Oh yeah, the bolts for the lower control arms. Also still chasing some parts for the clutch assembly. I'll put an image in of what I'm talking about. We're up to the spring, and then I guess the bushings at the top and the bottom, and trying to understand how the lower bushing in particular is secured. Yeah. What else, Ray?
I think that's about all.
Yeah.
I think it's covered with that.
And I'm after a rear bumper bar, which I might end up getting from in America. I might just try and pick one up from a wrecking yard somewhere. See how we go.
That's all we can do.
All right, Ray. Thanks again.
Okay, thank you.
I'll see you next time.
See you next week, I guess.
Yes, it's a plan.
Okay.
See ya. Bye. On one other thing, Ray's going to get new high pressure and low pressure power steering hoses remade from NZ, just using the original fittings. Just a lot easier. That way we know exactly what, that we've got the right part. So, yep, that's it. So it was a good day. It's pretty tiring, but I plan to come back next week and do some more. So that's it. Well, I hope you enjoyed that episode on the 1969 Ford XL GT convertible. Certainly coming along well. Still a lot of work to do. Not kidding ourselves, but Ray and I are getting stuck into it. So if you did enjoy the episode, please do give it a thumbs up. It does make a big difference to the channel. It only takes a second. Also, if you can, hit that hype button, because that also really helps out and means that other car enthusiasts get to see the channel as well. And if you're not already, please hit that subscribe button, and that way you'll be notified as new videos are released. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.